What's going on, Stargazers? Arik here. I'm going to be talking about the full moon in Aries that's coming up April, right at the beginning of April. There's also some really intense transits going on, but really it's just about looking at what is like freaking you out in your life, whatever scares you, ongoing or, short term, confronting it, looking at it, and then taking your power back, taking the energy back, and then using it towards something that you want in your life. And I know that sounds like a tall order, but it's something that we can do. It's something that we are capable of doing. I just realized that this is also called the hunter moon, and I kind of look like a hunter right now. That was unplanned, but I love it. I'm going with it. It's just all in the vibe, and we're all going with it. So it's really a lot going on with this. This is the first full moon since the autumn equinox, and full moons are always giving us that energy, that opportunity to transform, to make changes, to melt down obstacles, and then create something new out of it. Now, with this particular full moon, there's a lot of Chiron, which is the wounded healer. There's a lot of black moon, like the one that scares us. There's a lot of this activity going on, and it's all happening in Aries, which is about our identity. It's about governments. It's about dominance. It's about domination. It's about authority. It's about our father figures. It's about the patriarch, archetype. It's all kinds of stuff going on. Aries is connected to the emperor. It's also the energy. But what I want to focus on, especially in my virtual ritual, which you can sign up for, is basically reclaiming the energy that we give to negativity. And what's really intense is that we need to understand is that whenever we act negative, we kind of like create this negative angel, like this negative energy that's like a parasite that lives in our aura, and it needs energy. So what happens is that something good happens in our life, it wants some of that energy. Or if we get excited, it wants some of that energy. It constantly needs to be fed, like any parasite. If you've ever done a parasite detox or a parasite cleanse, I've done a video on that. You can check it out. Something I do regularly. But you will know that, or if you're like dieting or something, then these cravings come from parasites. It comes from a lot of these cravings, like they can crave sugar, they can crave certain kinds of foods, and it might not be something that you want. So in the same way, these negative entities, they are around us. They are coming from being reactive, being hateful, being jealous, being, gossiping, having like evil speech and whatnot. It wants energy. So what's so great about this full moon is that we can really get rid of those entities that just create a lot of havoc and chaos in our lives. So a big theme that's going to be coming up during that full moon window, remember it's 48 hours, is fears. So fears about who we are, fears about who you are, fears about your identity, fears about your authority, your ability to run your own empire, whatever that is, whether it's domestic or business or international or local, it doesn't matter. So we are really given a chance to eliminate these negative energies that are just, reinforcing our fate, reinforcing our patterns, keeping our structures in a state of crappiness, basically. And the question for this quest, for this full moon, is which areas of my life are supported by structure? Why? So that's something you can contemplate throughout that lunar window, because it's gonna open up your mind to answers. It's gonna open up your vessels so that you can get wisdom. Now, also, the moon will be in conjunction with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. The moon is the reactive planet. So there's going to be a lot of amygdala hijacking going on. There's going to be a lot of emotional reactivity. So that's going to be going on. So do the world a favor and don't be reactive just for those 48 hours. Rather try to get rid of that reactivity, get rid of that knee-jerk reaction, that Aries, like I'm gonna moon in Aries, I'm gonna like react right away. Like just kind of like, if you can just take a step back, you'll get vision, you'll be clairvoyant, you'll have intuition, you'll be like uber psychic. So just take a step back, use some of the Aries essential oil blend. I'm using it all the time myself because I have some intense Aries, in my chart. But it's something we all want to do, and also participate in the full moon in Aries virtual ritual. It's $12. You can sign up. and you don't even have to do anything. Just listen to it. Like you'll get aligned, and then if you want to, you can do the workshop. You can do, you know, the meditation and all the you know, really digging into yourself, and it's really powerful. And if it's your first time, give me your birth information, and I'll tell you exactly, you know, where it's affecting your chart. And if it's, you know, you're doing it again, consider getting that moon workbook, which you will be able to get insight for an entire year, all 24 moons and solar ingressions, all that's in there. Well, that's the new book. It's not out yet, but it will be out soon. So please, you know, send me a DM or ping me. I will definitely answer some questions about that and go deeper into like about what are the energy structures of the world, how are they supporting us, how is it that we need to know the rules before we can break them, and then once we can break them, we can create our reality, because this is all again about establishing our empire. And I'm definitely going to talk more about this in my upcoming book that's going to soon be out, you know, Zodiac Hacks. So please, you know, be on the lookout for that. But the biggest thing I want to focus on is that whenever we're giving our power away, we are creating like these little parasites, and then they are taking energy from us. And anytime something good goes on in our life, they want their piece. So we can really get rid of a lot of that within this 48 hours, which is something we all need, because the last 24 hours of this full moon is like a lot of intense judgment coming from the cosmos, meaning like we're being shown like where have we wronged others, where have we been selfish, where have we blamed. And every time we blame, no matter who it is, complaining or blaming, we're giving our power away. So we're looking at all that and we're taking all that power back, because Aries is all about energy. It's about the spark of inspiration. It's about moving forward. So we just had that autumn equinox. This is the first full moon. Of course, it's in Aries, right? Aries is the first one. I mean, gotta love Aries. So it's really about moving forward and turning that new page and doing it with a lot of spring in your step, and doing it with a lot of energy, and reclaiming all that energy that you wasted, that you need to use so that you can reach your goals successfully. And so I'd love to see you at the virtual ritual. I'd love to know how this full moon is going for you. Please leave me a comment. Be sure to check out the article. You can read about that as well, about all the transits and everything that's going on, because there's also just going forward, Mars, well, Pluto is going to go direct soon, which means that whole corona cluster of planets in Capricorn, there's going to be some forward motion there in terms of the pandemic, which means kind of like the obvious suffering will go in the background, even though that'll still be there, but kind of like some things will start to move out, because I truly believe that we can shift out of this pandemic thing faster than, you know, the trajectory is. And then Saturn's going to be moving out of Capricorn pretty soon, so that's good. But you know, what is also a little bit concerning is that Mars is in conjunction with the black moon, which means a lot of fears around energy. If you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling kind of like you have some fatigue, this full moon is going to help you. It's going to help you get that spark back. It's going to help you get that energy back. It's going to help you, you know, get all that good stuff back, so that you can stop being hijacked by all this ego stuff that's going on. So you know, Sun is in Libra, Venus in Leo. There's some good mutual reception there that we're going to need. I will talk about all this more in my virtual ritual, but I wish you all a good first full moon since the equinox. It's that hunters slash, you know, I guess they're calling it the, you know, the harvest moon, but we had that before the equinox. I talked about it already in the moon of Pisces. So we're going to have some loving, healing, balancing going on, and I wish you guys all a really good one, and I still think it's really funny I have, you know, my vest on. So anyhow, happy full moon, you guys. Love to hear how it's going, and sign up for the virtual ritual, and please pass this on to anybody you think is going to help in your world. My name is Arik. Love to hear from you. See you next time. Bye.